Hi guys, I'm in Texas and I just get choked up thinking about it. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to just be back home. So yeah, but we're in a new space. This is actually the Airbnb that Mike and I will be staying at for at least a month until we kind of have an idea of where we're gonna be. So until that information comes, this is where we're staying. So I thought I would show you guys a tour. And so let's get started. If you happen to be new to my channel, I am from Texas. I moved to Florida this past year thinking I was gonna live my best Florida beach life there. Turns out no, was not my best life, was my worst life. And it wasn't for me, and that's okay. And so I'm back home. So I'm back in Texas in this Airbnb, and let me show you guys how cute it actually is. It's one of those apartments where you come in through the front door and you come up the stairs. I have a garage this way, so that is a really nice feature. And then when you come up, you get this kind of layout. So I'll go ahead and go this way. So we have a nice little closet. They have everything in here. This is like a hotel. It's like an Airbnb, like you guys know, like it's like a hotel, but it also has pots and pans and like all the things. So like in here, what I have like Micah's mom's, and I have what do you call it, the vacuum cleaner and stuff that they provide. And then this is the little kitchen, which is such a cute setup. This is temporary, so the space doesn't need to be that huge, especially since it's just Micah and I. That's where Loki's bowls are. The fridge is super nice, like just so nice. We already had like Walmart delivery this morning, so we were getting some things in the fridge, and then they had like paper towels here for us. That's the backsplash. And then the cabinets. So yeah, through here it's a mess. I can't even open this because we have so much laundry to do, because we ordered pods and we packed up our washer and dryer like 4 days before we left the house. So we're going on like day 6 now of finally getting to do laundry. So, and you know, all the clothes we wore between now and then, we were sweating in from moving. So it wasn't like we could repurpose any of that. In this corner, they provided this little Keurig, which is super cute. So I made sure to get pods, which you guys know I do ground coffee and not the pods, but I went ahead and got pods. This is just the water that I'm using to fill it up with, and then my sugar. And this is like a little stir thingy. Of course, you know, my Amazon Alexa show. I will link it down below. This is like one of my favorite things I've ever purchased from Amazon. It's really kind of designed to be in a kitchen, and you can watch recipe videos, but it can also call other people. If you have family members, you can call to them, kind of like an intercom system too, in a way. And it does like all the home security stuff, but I love watching movies on it. So did you expect anything else but Weekend at Bernie's? If you did, you haven't watched me long enough. And then we've got the dishwasher, and then I ordered some dishwashing detergent, and then these are our avocados. When you turn this way, it's the cute little living room. Furniture is small, it's sparse, but this is actually, like, when I arrived, I was so happy with, one, how clean it was, and how simple it was. I didn't want to feel cluttered, if that makes sense. I didn't want to feel like, I don't know, I just wanted the space to be really like clean, and it really was. So, little couch, chair, and I was so happy to find that they had a little desk set up. Obviously, it's really small, so you can see I kind of have my one printer crammed over here. That's my laptop. My niece put those stickers on there. And then this is the computer I edit on. So I've got a little station here. They have this really cute mirror and these little succulents I'm not a fan of, but like, you know what? It's decor. So there we go. There's a full balcony out here as well, which we have not gone outside, but it looks like they've got some chairs and a table, which is really cute. And then there's a fireplace. Like, well, it's Texas, so I don't know why this surprised me in an Airbnb, because I mean it's an apartment, but yeah. And then I'm watching The Wedding Ringer. I don't even know what movie this is actually. And then over here I have my other computer and my other printer. I had to do this setup because I couldn't do the outlet over there, so it's just, you know, it's temporary. So I kind of sit over there and have this little section. And then I have my essential oil diffuser here. We need to get some glass cleaner. Loki's like already slobbered on stuff. I'm not used to having like glass stuff. So anyways, there's that, the little trash can. And then over here is a little dining room. So these flowers are absolutely stunning. Like, look at this. Like they just took my breath away. I'll let you soak it in. And then this cute little modern table, 2 chairs, again, perfect. Really, like, you know, there's really not much else that I kind of needed here. This is a perfect spot to put Loki's kennel because it's so huge. I'll show you my room, and I just felt like this was the spot for his kennel because there's you can see there's clearly space for it. So he has been very tired since the drive. And he's also like super excited. Like he just feels our energy, and he's so happy, but he's clearly very tired right now. So that's this section of the house or the apartment. So we've got the kitchen, got the walkway up, and then the living room. And what I also love about this unit is like all of our views are just these gorgeous trees. Right now, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to share Micah's room in this, but it's this way and it's so pretty, but she's already put all her stuff in it. When we arrived, we couldn't get into the unit and it was so hot. We were exhausted from the drive. So when we first came up into it, I was like, oh, I need to film the tour. It was a perfect time to do it because we didn't have any of our stuff in it. But we were so exhausted and we had to get certain things out of the car because it's just so hot here in Texas. We couldn't just like let it sit. So, you know, I did keep my room extra clean, so we'll get into that first, but this is Micah's bathroom. So yeah, this is kind of how they had it set up. Very like hotel style where they do that. She hasn't showered in here. She showered in mine, but yeah. So super cute, nice and clean. That's really all I cared for. And then this is the bigger bedroom because I think I have a king and she has a queen. So I like, look how lovely this is. So clean. And I slept here for the first time last night and it was, oh, I needed that sleep. Another big thing, as small as this is, another big thing that I really love about how they handled this unit is little details like this. Like there's a whole plug thing right here. Love that. And yeah, so here's my view. Like look how pretty that is. At least there's a tree kind of blocking, giving you some privacy. And then over here, we've got the TVs. We've got a dresser, and then that's my closet. Closet is huge, it's a walk-in, but I'm not gonna open it because it's a mess. I did some unpacking already, so if you wanna see any of like my life behind the scenes, you'll need to subscribe to my vlog channel. That's a whole different channel. It's always linked down below. You'll get to see me kind of unpack and do all that stuff. And then my bathroom is attached to my room. So yeah. So we've already showered in here, and then I'm still like in the process of unpacking everything. You know, it's not perfect, but it was nice, it was clean, and that's all I care about. So this is probably going to be the backdrop for my hauls. I really don't know the room as well. It's just like finding the proper lighting and sitting in front of windows and stuff, but we're here. I thought I would do a little story time too about our drive here and just all the craziness, but also just like how happy we were. Like it felt some type of way, let me tell you, crossing into Texas, but as people who live in Texas know, it's still like the biggest drive to get to like where you are unless you literally live on the border of whatever. But it still took us like 3 hours after entering Texas to make it home. So as being like a Dallas native, and like it sounds ridiculous, but when we hit that tollway, it was elite. It was such like, I'm still, because I've been traveling back and forth between Florida and here, I still think it hasn't quite hit me the way it's hit Micah. Micah hasn't come back. So Micah hasn't been home since we moved. So it's been a whole year for her. But just having our cars here, it's like, it's all these little things that I'm just so grateful for. So we left at 4 in the morning. 4 in the freaking morning. We had already packed our cars the night before. And then we both did not get sleep. Because of the way I have to pack my car, Loki's kennel always has to be at the bottom because it's, it's big, it's metal. So it has to be the very bottom thing. So it gets packed the night before, which means that Loki doesn't sleep in his kennel. And it only proves to me exactly why he has his kennel, because Loki, otherwise, the best way I can describe it is he kind of has like a restless leg syndrome. He cannot sit still. He gets up, he roams around, whereas when you put him up in the night in the kennel, he will actually sleep through the night. He will not sleep through the night. It's like a child, an infant. I don't really know. So there I was on my air mattress, and Loki was just all over the place in the guest bedroom. I had to lock us into the room so he wouldn't roam the house. But yeah, so basically I got no sleep at all. Micah never ended up sleeping. So there we both were, getting up at 4 a.m. to start this trek. And especially for me, because I'm tired, I gotta be in this car, but then I'm also a mom, and I'm like, got my little baby duck following mama duck, and it just, it's like, But I have to say, overall, like, the drive was very smooth. We didn't come across any crazy drivers, but we did hit the worst storm. I think it was Mississippi. And it was terrifying. And I'll tell you, we've done this exact route as well. Like when we hit I-20 and I-10 into Florida, like all that, we know it like the back of our hands. We could actually make the drive without even mapping ourselves. Like, we've done it over 20 times. So there have been lots of times where we've gone through a storm, and we've gone through bad storms, but this one was so bad you couldn't see the car in front of you, and we were all putting our hazards on. And it was so bad that it just went on forever. I mean, it was one of those storms where the best thing was to not pull over, honestly, because you couldn't see. If you pulled over, you couldn't see where you were pulling over into. Then if you pull over, are you pulled over completely? Somebody that doesn't want to pull over, they're going to hit you. So the proper thing was for everybody to just keep moving and hope that we were all not going to hit each other. It was that bad. I couldn't even really see out of my windshield. It was one of those moments where you just prayed and you went slow. And then I lost Micah and I started panicking. She was right behind me, and of course, if I couldn't see in front, I couldn't see behind. And this storm just kept going, and then eventually, as I was coming out of it, Micah was nowhere to be found, and then her phone was going straight to voicemail. I was petrified. I thought something, of course, happened. Luckily, nothing happened, but it was just one of those storms, I'm very much one of those people where I don't like to stop and lollygag. I wish I could. I wish my brain had it in me to just be one of those people where you can just relax. I want to, trust me. It's like there's two of me. The me that wants to, and the me that's like, I don't think so. And so when we stop, it's do our business. You go to the bathroom, you don't lollygag, you do the gas, and then you let the dog out, let Loki go, and in the car we go. We literally lost no time. That's how quick we did it, that when we made our stops and the map would tell us our updated time, we really didn't lose any time at all. Mike and I did not eat nor drink water for both of us. That was just her own personal experience, even though she had snacks, she had water. But me, I can't eat or drink, or I'll have to stop a million times. And I hate nothing more than having to hold in my pee. So I have to say, other than this massive storm that broke, I believe it was Mississippi. It wasn't Alabama. It had to have been Mississippi or Louisiana, one of the two. But other than that, we were so lucky that traffic flowed. There wasn't anyone crazy driving. Everyone drove the right way, left lane for passing only. It was just one of those, we were really lucky. There were a few times though that I just was like, I cannot be in this car anymore. At that point, lack of sleep was catching up to me. I could only listen to Frank Sinatra so many freaking times. Yeah. So by the time we hit 635 and then the Dallas tollway, we were done. And then when we get to this unit, they have this like really fancy door system that you have to use your phone to unlock, and we couldn't unlock it. And it was so hot. We looked at each other and we go, oh, it's a little warm here. Temperature's a little different. Temperature's a little different in Texas versus the Panhandle, but I think the difference, honestly, is that it's more humid in Dallas than it is in the Panhandle. That's just been my personal experience, but you would think that it wouldn't. Like, you would think living in a beach town, you would have more of the humidity, but no. It's a whole different ball game with this kind of heat. And then at that point, I was already sweating. It was already, like, I was already exhausted, and I'm like, you know what? This probably makes no sense to some people, but this is when I need to empty out my car. Like, why wait for another day to get sweaty? I'm already sweaty, I'm already tired, I'm already cranky. Let me just do all of this. And I did. I unloaded my car completely, and Micah unloaded her car as well. And then when we showered and we went to bed, it was glorious. But we're here, we made it. First thing we did this morning, we took our cars to get our inspection done. Yeah, so we're just kind of like, you know, this is really our first full day being back home, and it feels right. We both know, okay, like this is it. This is what's in the past is in the past, you know, lessons learned, all that good stuff. I kind of feel like I could just sit here and chat. I don't know why, but I just feel like sitting here and chatting, but I don't really know what else to say. I was gonna do a full story time of our road trip, but I'm realizing there's really not that much to like add to it. But that is it, you guys. This is our new place for at least a month, and we're just happy. Like, it's clean, it's pretty, it's cute, and I'm just happy to be home. I'm happy that this place is furnished. Like, we actually went back and forth between, like, do I just kind of get into an apartment like myself and lease, but then there'd be no furniture, and I didn't want to have to unpack our pods twice, you know, because we are going to try to buy a house, but in the end, like, this just worked out much better for us. And yeah, so that's it. These are where the hauls are gonna occur now, and a lot more to come. Like, there's so much more to share with you guys, but we're not quite ready just yet, but we're getting closer. So I'm just hoping that what I can share, you guys are just you're going to lose your minds. So I'm so excited, and see you guys next time. Bye.